On November 3rd, I will be voting yes to repeal the law legalizing same-sex marriage. I'm not homophobic and have a lot of gay friends, but I don't want schools teaching my children that it is okay to be homosexual.
Cut. Try again.
I will be voting yes to repeal the law legalizing same-sex marriage because same-sex couples can't have children. The law should only recognize the marriage of couples who already have children, thereby demonstrating they can reproduce. People who are infertile or use birth control should not be able to legally marry.
Cut. You went too far. Maybe you should try a religious angle. People will love that. It speaks to their fears.
In November, I will be voting to repeal the law legalizing same-sex marriages. According to Deuteronomy 22:28 through 29, marriage should be between a virgin and her rapist.
What? No. Absolutely not. Cut. I meant try something from Leviticus.
I will be voting yes to repeal the legalization of same-sex marriage because Leviticus 18:22 clearly states that homosexuality is a sin.
Good.
Also by Leviticus 11:9 through 12, Maine should make it illegal to eat lobster, crabs, clams, and mussels.
Cut. This isn't working. Talk about the need for children to have the right parents.
On November 3rd, I will vote to repeal legal same-sex marriage because I believe a child must have a mother and a father, contrary to the overwhelming scientific evidence demonstrating that children raised by same-sex couples are as healthy physically, mentally, and sexually as those raised by heterosexual couples.
Cut. Don't confuse them with scientific research. Some people may actually trust unbiased scientific evidence over what we want them to believe.
I'm against same-sex marriage because I'm too cheap to buy all the wedding presents when my gay friends get married.
Cut. Look, this is serious. Just stick with the law.
I'm against same-sex marriage and will be voting yes on one this November 3rd because I believe cousins should only be able to marry if they are heterosexual, as per Maine Law Title 19A, Chapter 23, Subchapter 2, Section 701, Part 2b.
Cut. Try again.
I oppose same-sex marriage because I believe underage marriage should only be between a boy and a girl, as stated in Maine Law Title 19A, Chapter 23, Subchapter 1, Section 652, Part 7.
No. Cut.
Vote yes on one this November. Marriage should be between an unlicensed and his underage niece or an aunt and her underage nephew as per the Maine law which states.
Cut. Let's try a different approach. Try pulling it all together in one short, concise statement.
Vote yes on one this November 3rd. Marriage should be between an underage girl and the uncle who raped her.
What?
According to Maine Law Title 19A, Chapter 23.
Stop it.
Subchapter 2 Section 701 Part 2b.
No.
And Subchapter 1 Section 652, Part 7.
Will you shut up?
And in the book of Deuteronomy 22:28 through 29.
Cut. This is not going to work. Let's stop for today and start fresh another time.
It's not my fault. I told everyone that allowing interracial marriage would lead to legalizing same-sex marriage. We should never have repealed the miscegenation laws. We need to put those laws back on the books and undo the damage we've already done. If same-sex marriage remains legal, then all the fags will come to Maine just like all the niggers did when we allowed blacks to marry whites.
Last May, the Maine legislature passed a law legalizing same-sex marriage. Marriage opponents immediately filed a petition for a people's veto of the law, depriving people of their civil rights. These marriage foes have recently announced that they had collected enough signatures to have the people's veto put on the ballot. This November 3rd, the people of Maine are being asked to veto the law allowing same-sex marriages. Remember, vote no on one. Vote to keep same-sex marriage legal in Maine. This is not about special rights, it is about civil rights. Once more, vote no on one. I will be